too easy.
So we back with another video for the first time in like close to a year. Life has been life, and it's been a lot going on. I'm not gonna hold you guys. Since the last time I spoke to you all, let's do a little quick update. I graduated college. Appreciate y'all. Graduated college. I got a new whip. I don't know what side of the screen I'm gonna show her on. I got a new whip. I had an Impala for a little minute, and somebody crashed into her. And then, yeah, shout out to whoever was distracted driving and crashed into her while she was parked. Because without you, I wouldn't have my baby in my life. And I'm really appreciative of that. I got a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. Yes, I have a girlfriend. Me, of all people. I'm very excited. I love my girlfriend. She's a very good girlfriend. She's also the reason that I have this camera. So shout out to my girlfriend, bro. This is not my camera. This is my girlfriend's camera. I'm just borrowing it to shoot these videos because I like the quality of it, and I don't feel like paying for a camera right now on my own. You know, I just got a car note and car insurance, and I pay rent. So being an adult, yeah, it's cool though. I'm not tripping. Yeah, I guess we just gonna get into the video. This has been I wrote a script. I'm kind of gonna go off script because I don't feel like looking at my phone and my laptop the whole time. I kind of want to talk to you guys, and plus most of the time you're not really gonna see me. I'm gonna pop up sometimes, but yeah. The video, as is titled, is about rappers who can rap but are not considered rappers. What's a real MC is what we're going to talk about. What's a real rapper, especially in today's day and age with how hip hop and rap have evolved over time, and especially over the last 10 years, the idea of what a real rapper has evolved. So we're going to talk about that. I came up with a few guys that I think are really strong as rappers that don't get the recognition that I think they deserve overall. So hopefully, I don't care if y'all agree or not. I really don't care, because it's my video. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? If you don't agree with me, it's in the camera, bro. You can't get through the camera, gang. Talking about hip hop. Hip hop has grown exponentially over the last 10 to 12 years. It's surpassed rock as the biggest genre in the entire world. The most popular genre now is pop music. So rap has grown, and there are a lot of people that are in charge of helping that growth as rappers. We have Tyler, Creator, we have Carti, we have Doechii, we have Man Thee Stallion, we have trying to think of more rappers. I would consider Kendrick, because Kendrick is a part of the older group of rappers, but you could put Kendrick in there and throw him in as somebody that's pushing the envelope still to this day. Rappers like that. So with that being said, rap always has been a competitive sport, almost in the sense of basketball. It's very ironic. Rap has the same problem basketball does with its analysts and how they view the game. The old basketball players, just like the old rappers, don't like the newer players or the newer rappers because, well, you don't respect what came before you, and you don't respect the game, and you not listening to us. And then the newer people don't respect the older, because I'm making way more money than y'all ever did. And why would I listen to y'all if I'm pulling in 5 to 10 times more than you were doing at your peak? And I don't even have 2 albums out. I'm not even considered one of the best rappers in the game. Same with basketball players. The bench players and the role players are getting paid like the starters were back in the 90s and the early 2000s. That has made the game change overall. Streaming plays a big part in that, as well as sales and all things like that play a part in how rappers are viewed. But back in the day, rappers used to be, hey, I'm gonna rap in the lunchroom, I'm gonna rap in the back of the damn freezer, I'm gonna rap in the hallway, I'm gonna rap under a tree. If I can rap, I'm gonna be a rapper. And that's what rappers used to do. It was always about being the best. But since over time it has changed. Most rappers don't give a fuck about that no more. I'm gonna be honest with you, plain and simple. They really don't give a fuck about that no more. They more so care about, if I can make the most money, I can get the highest streams, and I can get the fastest cars and the best girls, da da da. While older rappers did care about that, it was, I'm a rapper first, everything else falls in line with that. I think that has changed what we believe what a real MC is. I don't think rap is a monolith thing. I don't think we should hold on to those old ideals as much as we do. I feel like we should respect the older rappers. I 100% feel like that. My favorite rapper of all time is Jay-Z. I listen to the Clips. I listen to Jadakiss, DMX, 50 Cent, Dipset, all of them guys. I listen to everybody. Outkast, but I also am towing the line between the Gen Z and the millennials. So I do listen to SoundCloud rappers. I listen to Carti. I listen to Trippie Redd. I listen to Lucki. Different rappers in those regards. I listen to all of them guys. So I feel like my ears pull both ways. They pull both ways. So I understand what both sides are saying. And that brings me to my point of, like I said, the idea of what a real rapper is has to change. Back in the day, it was boom bap and how strong lyrically you were, and do you want to be the best rapper? Now, it's not like that, but it still doesn't change the fact that these guys that I'm going to talk about can still rap. While they might not look like the older rappers do, they might not sound like I had the same lyrical content, they are still real rappers, and I want to make that point. And I think also me making this point, I want to add songs, suggestions, and things like that where you should go listen to these guys and listen and understand that, damn, maybe I should take a chance on this nigga and listen to his music and not shove him to the side because of past ideologies and things like that, and just open up your ears, broaden your horizon. I hope this helps you do that. And if it don't, I really don't care. I'ma still listen to these motherfuckers. But yeah, I came up with a list of 5 people. 5. Could be more, didn't want to make the video super long. 5 people. These are some of my personal favorite rappers I listen to. I listen to most of these people every single day, and I want to spread the joy that I have listening to them to you guys. I also will bring up certain points that I believe are why people don't take them serious as they should as rappers and things of that nature. So, yeah. As you can see from the little video, the snippet I put together, we're talking about Lucki. Lucki is first not first overall, like I said, it's not in order. Lucki is from Chicago, like I am. I've been listening to Lucki since about 2014, 2015, but he is still considered a late bloomer because he has newer fans that started discovering him close to the pandemic. He dropped the album called Almost There right around the pandemic started, and Days Before 3, and that kind of skyrocketed him towards upward stardom, away from the underground. He's still the king of the underground right now, but he's trending upward. Lucki is a part of the group of rappers. This is one of the reasons, and probably the main reason, why a lot of people don't listen to him. Might be a subconscious thing, but he's a user.
Unsafe.
He's a user, not a sub.
Oh my God. Oh no.
Back in the day,
that's the biggest
rappers were heavy on selling drugs, heavy on moving weight. If you ain't sell drugs and you ain't done that, you ain't really a rapper. The dope boy aesthetic was very big in hip hop at a point in time. You got Hove, you got Scarface, you got Young Jeezy, all of these rappers, T.I., Certain Point, Pusha T, Malice, The Clips. If you didn't sell drugs, you weren't looked at as a real rapper. And I believe the game has ostracized people as users. So while it is now trendy for rappers to be, on drugs, at one point it wasn't. And society always ostracized users. They get looked at a certain way. And Lucki is very open about his drug use on his songs. He drinks lean. And also, like, back in the day, rappers didn't look like that. You had the certain big rappers and they emphasized their bigness. Biggie and Big Pun and Fat Joe, guys like that, and Shooting Gut. But once the lean gut became a thing, it was cool to have a little lean gut. That means you have bread, and Lucki is a part of that group of rappers. He's a really good rapper. He's a really strong rapper. His influences are Wayne, Sosa, and Future. His influences, he wears them on his sleeve. He's also very introspective about things that he go through. Around the time that Lucki came out, the drill scene was starting to die down in Chicago, and he was an alternative rapper that had a different sound than the typical Chicago rapper would. And he also portrayed a lifestyle that a lot of people, I believe, back home would understand. Not everybody is in a gang, obviously, but you do have family members and people that you are close to, that you might know, it just because it's Chicago, that you're adjacent to, that are a part of their life. And sometimes you gravitate towards doors and become gravitate to those people and become adjacent to that lifestyle. And Lucki raps about that. While Lucki himself might not be a street nigga per se, he gravitates towards that lifestyle, and his music reflects that. It also reflects his weird melancholy relationships with certain women and his rampant drug usage. And he is very good at storytelling, but he also mixes up the storytelling with some slick rapping and some slick bars. And he gets a lot of that from the Sosa and the Future side of things, the storyteller, and then not being afraid to play with his flow and use samples and change things around. That come from the Sosa aspect of thing. I believe once he got more bread, that's when you start seeing the Lil Wayne come in. He got this like mob boss persona, started rapping more about getting money and sipping lean a little bit more and driving faster cars and all that stuff. So yeah, Lucki is a really, really good rapper, and I think anybody that is downplaying him, maybe because he mumbles a little bit because of the lean, or his newer fans are a little weird, white boys. Outside of that, Lucki is a fantastic artist. Almost There, Days Before 3, Free Wave 3, Flawless Like Me are some really good projects to start out listening to. Glory Boy, Randomly, 13, Unlimited, Nego, Tarantino are some really good songs to also get started out and understanding what makes Lucki the artist that he is. So yeah, number two on the list, and not number 2 in our hearts, is Future, aka Pluto. Future is one of the most influential and biggest rappers of the last 10 plus years, of the last decade. He's an enigma amongst giants because I think as big as Future is, I still think he gets downplayed as strong of a rapper as he is. Amongst the big 3, which is J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake, I believe Future holds the spot that J. Cole has. He should take that spot. And I know that might be very controversial. Speaking on this, I know that might be very controversial, but Future is that 2015, 2016 Future, What a Time to Be Alive, Beast Mode, and 56 Nights, I believe came out all around that time. That's a 99 overall rapper if I ever heard one. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's a 99 overall rapper at that time frame in his life. And to keep up that type of rapport from Dirty Sprite 2, even back to like Astronaut Status. We love old Future, but like Dirty Sprite 2, when he hit that point where he was like, all right, this nigga big. Global Tour big, Dirty Sprite 2 onward up to about, he literally dropped 3 good projects last year. I'm not too, I'm on Mixtape Pluto, but the other 2, great projects. And to keep that run going on, I believe he's a part of that big 3. But back to my point, Future is another one of the people that is considered a user in the rap game, but also he is a down south rapper. Future is Atlanta, ride or die, blood to the bone. And I believe that's not a thing that really rubbed people the wrong way, but the rap has always been East Coast dominated, coastal dominated, West Coast to East Coast. You got Kendrick, Tupac, Snoop Dogg, Corrupt, Ice Cube, NWA, all them guys. You got Jay-Z, DMX, Nas, Biggie, 50, all of them guys on the East Coast. And you got these coastal things, then you got people that meet in the middle, like the Midwest people, or you got the down south. And the down south, like Outkast, Andre 3000 said,
you know what I'm saying? It's like we got a demo tape and nobody want to hear it, but it's like this, the South got something to say. That's all I got to say. Yeah.
Never gets really any love in the game. Not gonna hold you. And I think that plays into why Future doesn't get the love that he deserves. But Future as a storyteller is crazy. While he does use drugs, he doesn't hide it. He does, and it plays into his music. And he has came out before and said he don't really do drugs. I don't know how much true it is. I didn't really research that before the video. I just remember it popping up before. But him saying he didn't do drugs for real and just used it for the music, hey, ruined a lot of kids' lives if you didn't. But the music is great. Future is a really good storyteller. He's not so much somebody that you'll look at for lyrically. He does schemes a little bit better than most people. He's not a real lyrical type of guy. Not saying he can't do lyrical stuff. That's not his strong point. His storytelling aspect of his rapping is a really strong point. He's very introspective. Hendrix is one of my favorite albums ever made, bar none. I will live and die by that album. It's a fantastic album, and it's probably, I think it's his best body of work. A lot of people would say the one with him on the cover and he's in the back of I forgot the name of the album, would say that might be his best. I Never Liked You or something like that. I don't think, in my humble opinion, I don't think that's the strongest version of Future. Future then Hendrix back to back are the strongest versions of Future we've ever seen. And if Future really does need to rap, he can rap. He did some crazy stuff on What a Time to Be Alive, Percocet and Stripper Joint on Dirty Sprite 2, even Freako. Them motherfuckers be shaking ass to Freako. That's a good song. You did Titanic on my wrist, bad bitch on my dick, I hit a donut in the 6. What we talking about, bro? He was tweaking. All I have to say is Future's a really good rapper, and I know saying he doesn't get the love that he deserves is crazy. He gets the right amount of love, but I think people really need to dive more into what makes him, because when you look at the list of greatest rappers of all time, it's probably 24 to 25, probably 30 some people you might put before Future, and that number should dwindle down, I believe. I really do think that. Go back and listen to Hendrix. Go back and listen to Dirty Sprite 2. Go back and listen to Beast Mode and Monster. Listen to Percocet and Stripper Joint. Listen to Freako. Listen to Just Like Brothers, My Collection, all of that stuff. Go back and really open your ears and listen to what Future is doing on them songs and on them albums and mixtapes. It's some crazy work. It's the reason he's still where he at to this day. Number three is one of the reasons I made this list. Sahbabii, as you're saying, he's one of the main people why I made this list. I made this list because I was listening to Saheem one day, and I'm like, God damn, he's really rapping his ass off. And I know Viking is one of the viral and popular songs, but before it was popular, going from that intro track, Don, whatever, to Viking immediately after on Saheem, crazy. Sahbabii is reason I subconsciously did this, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a genius. I put him after Lucki, who from Chicago, and Future, who from Atlanta. Do you know why I did that? Because Sahbabii is from Chicago and moved to Atlanta. Didn't even think about that for real, and I did it. That's crazy. And you can hear a lot of that in his music. He some of his songs remind me of like 2012 Chicago, like bopping music and dancing music, and then you can hear some of that Atlanta in him too, that futuristic Atlanta wave, plus like the underground Atlanta sometimes. It's all a mix a pot of those all where he's from. But the one thing that I think doesn't help his case as a rapper, and not saying it's because he can't rap, anything like that, it's just how he look. And he doesn't take himself serious. And like I said, rap has always been that thing. You poke your chest out. You're the best rapper ever. I'm the most serious nigga ever. Look at me on Ice Cube. I got my one leg poked down. The toughest nigga on the block. And he doesn't always present like that. Goddamn dog collar, spiked wristbands, septum piercing, all that stuff. So sometimes it don't come off like how a rapper should. Sometimes he looks like a rock star, and the stuff that he talks about might turn people off as well. Sahbabii is a freaky ass nigga.
Is your favorite Sahbabii lyric?
This just spreading. She said booty hole pink.
He's freaky. His songs be about guns and sex. And sometimes the bars be about sex and guns, and then sometimes it's sex and guns together. Like mashed up. Like the bars just sometimes mix up and make some type of, I don't know how you do it sometimes. And it's not like he talks about sex in the way that most rappers do. It's not just like, yeah, big ass butt, buddy, boom, boom, whatever, boom. It's such a creative way that you have to appreciate the work. You have to appreciate the subject matter. And he also is not afraid to play with his lyrics and his flow. And that's why I don't think he really takes himself as serious as most people should. And don't get it wrong. When you talk about shooting niggas, I believe that nigga will shoot you. Just because he don't present himself as a LA gangster don't mean anything. When Atlanta motherfuckers don't really play. Trust and believe. So, and he also from Chicago. So that's a motherfucker made in the lab. That nigga damn near trunks of fucking Vegeta or some shit. Regardless, shout out Sahbabii. Saheem dropped in November of last year, which is my birthday. It dropped exactly on my birthday, November 8th. And it was one of the best gifts I've ever received. That is a fantastic album. If you have not fully listened to it all the way through, I suggest you do that. Barnacles came out 2019 or 2020, one of the two. Really good album. He has a song on there entitled Double Dick. Don't let the name of the song turn you away. It's a really, really good song. The video is fun for it too. I like that he doesn't take himself serious as a rapper sometimes. Sometimes you need a little bit more fun, and it allows him to explore different flows and different ways to say things and stuff like that. It's not always straightforward. He also chooses different sounds and beats and things like that. He's not afraid to do that. Sometimes shit don't work, and that's okay. Not everything's going to work, but that shouldn't turn people away from listening to Sahbabii. I will live and die by that. And if you really listen, his wordplay is insane. It's immaculate. Listen to I think it's Waikiki on Film, and Anaconda Living on Saheem. Also, just listen to Barnacles all the way through and Squidtastic. You will understand what I'm talking about. You will get it. Everybody shall wake up one day and understand how good of a rapper Sahbabii is. That's what you're gonna learn today. 4. This one's gonna be the shortest part of it. Also, the camera is low and I don't want it to die in the middle of me making this video, but this part of the video is very short because it's Veeze. It's Veeze. Veeze doesn't have a lot. And that's my problem with Veeze. It's not him as a rapper. Veeze is a fun rapper. He reminds me of like a Ludacris or something like that, but just a Detroit style, because they do that shit talking stuff in Detroit, in Michigan mainly. So Flint, Detroit, that's their style of rapping. And I think that's what turns people off, because he doesn't take himself serious as a rapper, but he also doesn't have enough projects. He has one project, one full-fledged project. It's called Ganger. Ganger came out probably 2 years ago now, and we still haven't had anything else from Veeze. And that also shows you his staying power. I know asking for something after 2 years is kind of crazy, but the way rap works now, if you leave and you vanish for a year to 6 months to a year, they start forgetting about you, or they start asking about you, and they're asking about him. That shows his power and his staying power. Veeze is a problem. He's a problem. he's really a problem when it comes to rapping. I have a friend that listens to Wale, Lupe clips and things like that, and he was like really against listening to Veeze because he's like, I don't want to listen to that shit. All the Detroit niggas sound like that's cool, whatever. That's not my sound of rapping. He got locked up, put in the chair, and they did the shit like they did on Clockwork Orange to him and played him ganger front to back, and he was like, what the hell, what did I miss out on? It's because Veeze can rap his ass off. He's a really, really good rapper. He just doesn't have enough projects out for me to really properly judge him as an artist. Veeze needs more projects, so hopefully he was just on tour. I believe that's why he didn't put anything out, but once he gets time, he will come back, and he'll come back with a vengeance on some shit, on some Batman shit. That nigga can rap circles around a lot of y'all favorite rappers. Coming out and Not a Drill being your opening track on your first full-fledged project is insane. I'm not gonna hold you. Not a Drill, the Full Ganger project, Meg Thee Stallion. He got a song with Pooh Shiesty, Free Pooh Shiesty. He got a song with Pooh Shiesty on his project. There's some other stuff, but Veeze as a rapper is crazy. I have nothing else to say because there's not a lot to go off of. But listen to Veeze. Listen to Veeze. You're gonna have that same realization my homie had. Even if you don't, even if you already do listen to Veeze, appreciate Veeze. That's what this video is about. Even if you do listen to a lot of these people, just appreciate what you're listening to. All right. Final person on this list, number 5. You just seen the video. That's who we talking about. This is the man we talking about. Chief Keef, Sosa, Turbo, Keef, whatever you want to call him. One of the most influential rappers of the, excuse me, that with the water and the chicken. One of the most influential rappers of the last decade plus. He is the reason I made this video, him and Sahbabii. I just feel like, as much as the bias from Chicago is, I feel like if I was from any other city, I would still hold him in high regard.
Then it's to your bitch. I know you ain't with the shits. Y'all need to stop. I swear to God, yo. That shit hurt me the fucking most, bro. When somebody sitting up there talking about, nah, Chief Keef ain't about that. He ain't be rapping about that. Shut the fuck up. I know when a real nigga rapping because I feel that shit.
As a rapper, his wordplay, he even has songs where he do storytelling, his production, his everything about Sosa as a rapper is so fun and refreshing considering where he came from. And he had all of this in him back in the day. It's just people downplayed it because he's a young hood nigga from the city, got the locks, be having all the other niggas in the video with him jumping around guns, making shit dangerous, making shit hot. And the drill movement influenced so much other shit, like the New York drill and the UK drill. He influenced so much shit. We influenced people like Carti, Veeze, NBA Youngboy. Anybody that really came after him for real is influenced by Sosa. Everything is. And so for him to be in the place that he is now as a artist is beautiful to see. But back in the day, one of the reasons people downplayed him is he was young. When young rappers come around, young rappers ain't really doing nothing besides making cute little songs about basketball, like Look Bow Wow, shout out Bow Wow, Shad Moss, legend in the game, or making dancing hits like Soulja Boy. And then once they try to transition into being serious, the people don't really take them serious. You always gonna be, oh, you Lil Bow Wow, you Soulja Boy, you do the crank that stuff. You ain't really rapping about guns and killing people. Who cares? You ain't doing that for real. It was the inverse for him. He came out so serious and so angry so fast and so good. The niggas was like, man, he making it bad. It's the influence, the youth is so bad. Da, da, da. But this was his life. You can't be mad at a nigga for rapping about his life. He's rapping about the same thing the older niggas rapping about, but he actually living it and he's in it, and it turned people away. He also didn't enunciate really well. It didn't express itself really well in interviews and things like that. So they just downplayed him, and he was getting in a lot of trouble. So they pushed him away and shoved him to the side. It was like, the music isn't what it should be. It's just all this killing and drilling and da-da-da-da-da. But rappers talk about guns and killing people all the time. T.I. has an infatuation with guns. T.I. is in love with his guns. We know this. Young Jeezy been rapping about coke for years. It's drugs and guns and killing. And while there's other rappers and rap is so big that is other stuff, that was always what was pushed. Snoop Dogg had a murder case and beat it and put out an album, and he was #1 on the charts because of the murder. All of this plays into the psychology of things. And since he was young and doing it, it turned people away. But the music he was making, he does experimental stuff. He makes his own beats. He tries new things. He's not afraid to try flows. His influences are not what older rappers would use. There's not the Kool Moe Dees and the Rakims and things like that. It's the Young Jeezys, the Waynes, the Gucci's, all of that. He uses those, he samples those, he raps on their beats, and he pays homage to them guys in his own way. He's a student of the game in his own separate way. So I think people, if you haven't, people my age understand how good he is, but some people really don't understand how good he is. Even the stuff he was dropping early when he started first producing his stuff is insane. He has so many strong projects, and I think people turning a blind eye to him at first has turned people off, and they haven't seen the real growth that he's taken over the years, and as an artist, as a rapper, and he's really, really strong, and that's why he's still here to this day. He's the reason I made this video. Probably #1, him and Sahbabii, they're the main reason I made this video. So if you listen to Sosa, appreciate him. If you don't, go listen to Back from the Dead 2 and 3. Go listen to the Finally Rolling 2. Go listen to Almighty S.O., his best project. His best project overall is Almighty S.O. Go listen to Dedication. Go listen to Sorry for the Wait. All of these projects, go listen to them and come back and see how you feel about Sosa. All of these, he produces his own stuff. His wordplay is crazy. Some of the things, I'm like, how the fuck this nigga even think of this shit? Which is a lot of rappers, but it's like, you wouldn't think you would get that from Sosa, but you do. And that's the beautiful aspect of it. But yeah, go listen to him. Go listen to Voodoo and Save Me and songs like that. Go listen to No Love on one of the leaked projects. All of these songs that he has, listen to him rapping, and then come back and be like, damn, this nigga was really going crazy. While he don't have projects that are crafted in a way where it's storytelling and bridging different things, and it got all the skits and everything in between there that make everything one cohesive project, he can rap his ass off. And sometimes the cohesion is the sound, and sometimes he just throws songs on that way he just rap, and that's okay. But yeah, that was it for the video. I appreciate everybody that watched and came and showed love, and I hope I wasn't rambling or talking too much. And I hope y'all walked away with some new appreciation for some of these artists, or go listen to the music and the tracks and the tapes, whatever I suggested for y'all to go listen to, and really turn on y'all listening ears. Rap is not a monolith, bro. I want everybody to understand that. Rap should not be subjugated and pushed into a box, and then everybody has to fit in that box. Rap has always been this thing where it expands. Now, the new fans, like people, shouldn't really have a say so. We let too many people in, and that started mudding up shit and making shit look bad. But outside of that, embrace these new rappers. Show them some love, bro. Like, make sure they understand. Show the older guys some love too. Make sure everybody understand that what they're doing is important. Rap is a baby. It is the youngest genre of music. It's new. It just turned 50 a few years back. We have to treat it as such. We shouldn't limit it to certain things. Help it grow, help it expand, keep pushing the genre forward. And everybody should embrace each other. I know that's hard to say, but everybody should try to embrace each other. It's something you can learn from the older people, and something the older people can learn from the younger people. It is a fine gap that we gotta bridge, because rap is the only genre of music where it's still this combative thing because of the initial history of hip hop. It's a boxing match all the time. So that's it. I hope y'all appreciate the video. The camera is dying. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Like, subscribe, do whatever. I'm coming back with more. That's it. Adios.